What's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be teaching you how to get strong off the floor from your deadlift, as well as covering some press tips and then a conditioning routine that you can try for your training. So let's get on into it. What is going on, guys? I'm Coach Joe and I'm currently not in the Lion's Den, but if you're new to this channel, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell right here for the videos coming out right when I upload them. But this is going to be day 3 of my training. We're doing a series called Train Like Me, and at the end of the series, I'm going to be giving you guys a programming block for you to try, so make sure that you watch the videos all the way through, and we'll give the programming block in the next video that's coming out. But for this video, we're going to start with a deadlift variation, specifically a pause deadlift, and I'm going to be talking about ways that you can get stronger off the floor, because that seems to be one of the #1 issues that people have, is getting stuck off the floor with their deadlift. We're going to dive into some accessory work that I do, some pressing variations, and then some conditioning. So stick around, listen to the commentary, and hopefully you guys can pick some things that are going to help you with your training. What is up, guys? We are now in the commentary for this training session. This is day 3 of 4 for the Train Like Me series. And on this day, we are doing a deadlift variation. So this is my second deadlift day. And when I do my second deadlift day, I wear straps and no belt. So there's no belt going to be worn, which just helps auto-regulate the intensity and just manages fatigue. So if you guys don't do any form of auto-regulation, highly recommend it. And we're going to dive into it. So when you guys had answered the question for me about where your sticky points were, I would say 90% of you said from the floor. So what I recommend is doing things like pause deadlifts, which is what I'm doing right now, and doing something like a deficit deadlift. So standing on, say, a 25-pound bumper plate or an inch or something that's about 2 inches. I wouldn't really go any higher than 2 inches. I don't think it's necessary. If you want to, just for shits and gigs, you can, but I normally stay within the 0.5 to 2 inch range for my deficits. But I will say another tip that will largely help you guys out is going to be resetting between every rep. It's going to force you to get in a good position, and it's going to help you get smoother pulls off the floor and just make you stronger off the floor. And that's a game changer for me. So this is 455 right now. Actually, I had somebody help me with the camera, so get a little bit better angles here. But really, those would be my 3 biggest tips for getting stronger off the floor in terms of just importance. So kind of resetting between each rep, as you see me doing here, not doing touch and go. I only do touch and go if it's specific for a competition. Example, strongman, 60-second max rep. But every training session where I'm not getting closer to a show, it's always resetting between every rep. And then doing either the deficit or a pause with the deadlift. This is my top set at 495. Should have just thrown on 2.5s and gone for 500, but it is what it is. And this would, I would say, would be a true around 8 or 9-ish. So my rep scheme for this was working up with 5s for a 5 at 7, 5 at 8, 5 at 9, and then do 2 back off sets at my first starting set, which was going to be 455. Now, me having a little bit more experience, I probably should have went to 475 or 485 before jumping to the 495, and I didn't. So I ended up actually doing, I think, 3 back off sets just to make up for not doing that set. But I just show you 2 in here, I think. But that was my top sets. Then I did the back off sets at 455. Like I said, I did 3 of them, just trying to get that volume in. But as you can see, I'm only wearing straps. There's no belt here. So that's just how I kind of auto-regulate my training and my intensity. So typically you are going to be able to lift more when you are all geared up. So when you kind of take that stuff away, it's going to help dial your intensity down a little bit and help you manage fatigue in training. So second lift I did was a banded overhead press, just to change it up and do something fun. Oh, hey, what are you doing on my video? Get off my video. No, I'm kidding. I'm really cool with that. You are the inconvenience when you have a camera set up in a gym. Always remember that. And I tell that to everybody who sets up a camera in my gym, that you are the inconvenience, and you need to be working around other people. Okay, little side rant there. But this is very difficult, and I like it because obviously it gets harder as you press towards the top. But typically if I was doing an overhead press, I'd be in the 200 some pound range. But with this, I think I only worked up to 185 on the bar, and then whatever the 2 blue bands add in tension, which I'm not specifically sure, but I just use the same bands every training session for this block so that I know the tension is the same. Really just trying to focus on keeping a tight bar path, not letting the bands, take control of the press, and staying really tight. I just ran a press clinic over the weekend, which was a blast. So practicing what I preach, just trying to build that overhead press, and my goal is to hit a 300-pound strict press in the future. It's just been a personal goal of mine that I'm looking forward to attaining. So this is the top set at 185 plus the bands, and all I did here was just attach them to the spotting arms and use some band pegs. Very simple, and just something to change it up and kind of add a little bit something extra to your overhead press. But this will be my 3rd day of overhead pressing. So I've done 3 press variations so far, and we will move on from this to the next lift, which is Justin. This is my man Justin. Justin's been programming with me for, I think, definitely over a year now. And when he first started, his deadlift was in the low 300s, and he's about to pull 500 in the future, and he weighs I think about 160, 65. When he came in with me, he was 150. So he's putting on some size and some strength. And this is Anthony. Anthony's lost over 100 plus pounds, and is just getting super strong. So really cool to have those guys working at the gym and programming with me. But here, I just showed you the 2 lifts. This is a 275 pen lay row, really focusing on not using too much leg drive, keeping my back set, focusing on the lats, and then I superset it with dumbbell neutral grip press. And these are the hundreds. This is actually my last set, and I did a max set of 20. So on my accessory movements for towards the end of the week, I like to do 1 set where I do like max reps, but it's a variation that's not going to be too fatiguing on me or anything like that. So just kind of getting some volume in with that last set. It's almost like the Wendler principle, where at the last set you do an AMRAP. I kind of just throw that in with my programming, and just helps get in some extra volume. But I did that for I think it was four sets total, and then after that moved on to conditioning. So for the conditioning example for you guys, I did every minute on the minute for 15 minutes. Minute 1, you have to go hard on the assault bike for 15 seconds, as hard as you can. And you can check the I guess it would be like the RPMs on the bike to see if you can sustain intensity. And then from there, on the 2nd minute, I do a 100-foot sandbag walk run. And this one, I think I just had a 100 or 150 pound bag. Wasn't anything too crazy, but just kind of getting your feet moving. Just so some sort of carry variation, kind of keep it strongman like. And then you rest the remainder of the minute. And then the last one I did was I think 25 seconds of battle ropes, any variation. So just keeping those ropes moving for 25 seconds. And then, whenever you're done, you rest until the next minute, and you'll do that for 15 minutes. So that's a cool conditioning routine that you guys can try. But anyway, hopefully this is a cool video and you guys enjoy it, but we are going to get back to the closing. So thanks for tuning in. There you guys have it. Hopefully some of the things I talked about are going to help you with your training journey. And if you have any more questions, put them down in the comments section below, and I'll be sure to kind of help you guys out best I can, or make future videos around those issues that you guys are all having. But make sure that you subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and then hit that notification bell one more time for me. That would just be super amazing to keep getting this channel to grow even more and reach more people, like-minded individuals who are just trying to get better in the strength sport that we're in. I'm going to be heading out to Miami soon to do a collaboration with Steffi Cohen, so I'm really excited about that. Very grateful for the opportunity. I know you guys are going to like the stuff that I'm going to be putting out. If you didn't know, we have a heavy metal barbecue that's going down at the Lion's Den, which is going to be October 19th and 20th. That will be with Alan Thrall, where you can come and just lift with us on Saturday. It's just going to be a big barbecue. And then on Sunday, we're actually doing a clinic to help you with your deadlift and your squat. So if you're interested in that, I'll put the link down below in the description. Spots are almost filled up, but it'd be really cool to meet you guys, see you guys, just kind of hang out with us. But until then, be a lean, mean strike machine, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.